main intention here is to create awareness, to grow and bond with one another. Dear friends, when we talk about growing and bonding with one another, we should not forget our pets. Pets play a vital role in our lives. In fact, they help us in a very profound way. We connect with them emotionally, and especially when we are emotionally down, pets play a very important role. They light up your spirits, right? So I'm not going to reveal much. Today we're going to talk on pet pals, and our celebrity guest and resource person for today on the International Fab Talks is none other than Ishanvi Fagheria. She's joining us all the way from Pathankot, Punjab, India. Let's get to know more about her views on how we should deal with pets, or what is the importance of a pet in our lives. Hello, Ishanvi, and welcome to the session. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi everyone.
Hello, dear. God bless you, and thank you so much for taking out some time to share your views with regard to pets, because nowadays pets are playing an important role in different ways. It's not only a companion, but also a source of great help during times of emergency. It could be a health emergency, or it could also be something much more than that, right? Over to you, Shanvi, to begin the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Hi everyone. My name is Ishanvi Fagheria, and today I will be talking about my furry best friend whose name is Tuffy. Let me tell you about how we got Tuffy and when. Ever since me and my elder sister were little kids, most of our free time was spent in researching dogs and watching videos about them. We were so engrossed in them that our parents used to say that we would probably become vets when we were older. My mother used to hate dogs, but my father, my sister, and I used to love them. We used to beg our parents to get a dog. Every time they asked us what we wanted for our birthday, our only answer would be, you guessed it, a dog. When my sister was in sixth and I was in the second grade, our parents said that we were not old enough to take care of a dog and we'd get one when we were older. They kept pushing it until we were in higher classes. When my sister was finally in 11th and I was in 6th, we were in Pathankot. We used to talk to our parents almost every single day to get a dog. Our mother refused, but our father said that he would look into it. What he didn't tell us was that there was a farm nearby which had recently had a dog who had given birth to a litter of 7 to 8 pups. The farmer said that he couldn't practically take care of all the pups by himself, so anybody who was willing to adopt a dog could do so. Our father was very happy, but he kept this as a secret for us. One day, when my sister came to pick me up after school, she showed me a photo of a little black pup. I immediately asked her where this pup was, and she said that it was in our backyard. I couldn't believe my ears. I told her to rush home, and when we got home, I didn't even care enough to change my uniform. I practically sprinted into our backyard, and that's where I met him. I was so engrossed in his cuteness. Meet Tuffy. He's a 1.5-year-old black Labrador whose birthday comes on September 22nd. And we got him when he was not even a month old, in October. Now, you might be thinking that the name Tuffy sounds very familiar. Let me enlighten you with the story of how Tuffy got his unique name. The day that Tuffy had arrived, I had spent many hours looking for a cute and suitable name for him. When my father came home in the evening, all of us, including my mother, started playing with him in our garden. I started suggesting various names for him: Spencer, Spock, Bagheera, Oreo, Oscar, etc. But our mom said that we won't name him any of those names. We'll name him Tuffy. Me and my sister said, all right, as long as you let us keep him, we're fine with anything. Now, my mom chose this name because there was a super hit movie which was released on the 5th of August in 1994 named Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, which had Salman Khan and Madhuri Dixit as their lead actor. Now, my mom absolutely loves that movie and has watched it many times. They also had a white Pomeranian in that movie whose name was Tuffy. That's how a cute little pup came to be known as Tuffy. This name is actually very funny because most people just call him Toffee, which is also a suitable name for him since he's just so sweet. Now, Tuffy has a weird habit of sleeping under beds and tables. Let me tell you where he got this habit from. The day that Tuffy had arrived, I was so engrossed in playing with him that I totally forgot I had tons of homework to do. So, after playing with him for a while, he and I both got tired. I found an old small blanket which I had knitted when I was younger for my dolls. I kept that under my study table and Tuffy napped while I worked. That was his first nap in our house, and that's probably where he got his habit from. Now, since Tuffy is a Labrador, he loves food more than anything else in the world. He can do anything for food. He even takes treats from strangers. So probably don't get a Labrador for a guard dog. Just kidding. With the proper type of training and adequate amount of time given, Labradors too can become guard dogs. This dog breed is actually pretty smart. Now, as I was saying earlier, Tuffy loves food. So whenever anybody eats anything in front of him, he starts salivating at the mouth and gives us puppy eyes asking for food. We haven't got Tuffy professionally trained yet, but me and my eldest sister have taught him plenty of tricks. My sister taught him how to sit and high five with his nose. I taught him how to jump, shake hands with his paws, and when I tell him to stay, he won't eat the food kept in front of him until I say go. Since Tuffy is a Labrador, he loves being between people and getting all the cuddles and pets that he can get. He doesn't like being alone at all. This leads to the story of Tuffy knowing the meaning of one very specific word, and he absolutely dreads it. That word is bye. I don't know how, but Tuffy came to understand that the word bye means that the person saying it is leaving him. And since he doesn't like being alone, whenever somebody says bye to him, he starts barking like crazy and starts whining as if to say, "Why are you leaving me? I don't want to say bye. Come play with me more." Tuffy loves to go on walks, car rides, and loves to play with anybody that he can find. Since he loves to go on walks, he's learned that whenever somebody wears shoes inside the house, that person is probably going outside of the house sometime soon. Then Tuffy doesn't leave that person's side. He follows them everywhere they go. Tuffy is also quite naughty. Sometimes he picks up our slippers, shoes, socks, or anything else that he can fit in his mouth and starts running around the house and makes us chase him. It's like he's a little thief and with the police trying to catch him. But once he gets tired, he leaves whatever he's taken unharmed and comes lie down on the floor in front of the AC. Tuffy is especially scared of certain things, such as the cooler, the guitar, the lighter which we use to light the gas stove, a deo bottle, or a spray. This is probably because of the sound created by these objects. But no matter how weird Tuffy's quirks are, all of us love him a lot, and nothing can ever replace him. Thank you, and I hope that you have a perfect day ahead.
Wonderful, wonderful. I really like the way you shared all of that. You made me imagine everything the way you were sharing. I was imagining Tuffy running around with a certain, it could be a shoe or a piece of cloth or maybe a sock, something in his mouth, like running about here and there. And I could imagine that. And you said like he's quite scared, and you say that he's a food lover. He loves a lot of food, and he even accepts it from strangers. That's also something that you've shared with us. And I like the way you speak, Ishanvi. You have a wonderful way of expressing it in the right way. Very few people have this, and you are gifted, I guess, or it is learned. I don't know. You have that skill of speaking, expressing it in the right way. And when you speak, people begin to imagine it, create a mental picture or form a mental picture of what you're sharing. Now, what I'd like to ask you, Shanvi, is like Dogs are sometimes quite dangerous. When I say it's not dogs, like let me put it as pets. Pets are quite dangerous at times. When I was a kid, when I was in the 11th class, when I was just a 16-year-old girl, our own house pet bit me 34 times. I mean, 34 bites on my left leg. He cornered me towards, the house where I was. Like, he just cornered me in that place because I was the one sweeping or something, and I asked it to move. And so it became aggressive and it bit me 34 bites on my left leg. Sometimes our pets become aggressive, like in my case. What is the best way we can stop this aggressiveness in our pets? What should we do?
Well, firstly, I would like to say that whenever a household pet starts behaving aggressively or starts, biting people, that's probably because of the trauma that their mother or they have had with their past owner. Now, it may take some time for pets to trust their owners, but we should train them with patience and love and care, and we should try to make them believe that no matter what they do, they're not going back and they're stuck with us. They may take it well or they may find it as a punishment, but they have to behave good and they'll get a lot of love for it. And I believe that if we behave with them nicely, then they'll also behave with us nicely in return.
How sweet. That's very true. You're very right. Thank you so much, Isharvi. We look forward to many more interactions with you. We'd love to hear your voice on the International Fab Talks, and we'd love to see you not only on the Fab Talks, on many other platforms, online and offline. Wish you more, opportunities to reach out because you have beautiful thoughts and views with regard to various aspects in life. More power to you. Lots of love to you and your entire family. Stay the way you are because you are beautiful and you are like unique in your own way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. God bless. Thank you. So, dear friends, have you heard Ishanvi sharing all of it about her pet? So, let's take care of our pets and give them all the love and care that we have. Of course, we have to keep them disciplined and at the same time give a lot of love and care. And I would love many of you to speak like Ishanvi, to develop that habit of spontaneity, to be a good spontaneous speaker. You can do that. If Ishanvi can try it, you too could do that, dear friends. With this, we'd like to sign off now from the International Fab Talks. Before we sign off, we'd like to request you to like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. Prioritize peace, justice, and harmony. Don't forget your family members, your pets, and the environment as well. Be a blessing at home and in the universe. Stay blessed and stay connected. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, dear. God bless you. Dear friends, we made a request to Ishanvi to share her pet with us that is on the Fab Talks. Here he is with us, like he's very, very active and jumpy. Over to you, Ishanvi.
Stay. Stay. Come here. Stay. Good. Good job. Good job. No. Stay.
Hi, Tuffy. Tuffy.
Stay. 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 Duffy.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So, dear friends, we've had Tuffy with us. Not only Tuffy, Ishanvi really introduced him to us in a very beautiful way. She explained about the antics and the various activities that he does at home. Lots of love to Tuffy, Ishanvi, and her entire family. Stay blessed. Thank you.